Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry, we're a few minutes late here. Wanted to let everyone know that an executive session was held in advance of this meeting in which we discussed personnel, contract, and legal matters. At this point, can I have a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4, do we have anyone online or in the room that has any public comments on any agenda items that are on the agenda? Any online? Nope, very good. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the April 8th regular board meeting and the May 6th caucus meeting, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. At this point, we will turn it over for our presentations from our student representatives.
Hi. So this is obviously my last meeting, so I wanted to begin by thanking all of you for such a wonderful 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's absolutely flown by, and it's been a really great experience. I also want to update you on my future plans. I'm going to be attending Boston College in the fall, and I'm majoring in political science with a minor in history. So that's my plan, and then Liv can tell you a little bit about our anticipated incoming junior board rep.
So Maddie is obviously leaving behind big shoes to fill in, right? She's great. But our new board rep, now this isn't going to be official until June, and she'll be on the agenda for the June meeting. Her name is Braylon McKee, and unfortunately she was sick today, so she couldn't come see us and see you guys. But she's a fantastic girl, and I'm just so excited to work with her next year, and I know she'll do Maddie proud.
So the first thing, I think I've shared this with you last meeting, but since it's upcoming this Thursday, the pickleball tournament for National Honor Society is this Thursday from 4 to 7. We're doing it with the Black Hawk Barbecue, rather, sorry. We're selling hot dogs and hamburgers and baked goods, so feel free to come down after work. I definitely encourage you to. I made brookies, so it's going to be really good. And that's going to be the first ever pickleball tournament, so definitely very exciting for a lot of our students.
Some good news in sports. Our softball team recently, I think it was last night, just won the Tri-Valley League Championship. So congrats to those girls. They've also made districts, and those will begin starting the 19th. So if you can come out to any of those games, I highly recommend it. Our girls are competitive.
Also, girls who are killing it in sports, the girls track team won Tri-Valley just recently.
Our boys also did well. They got second in the Tri-Valley, which is still a really big accomplishment.
Also in sports, I don't think we have any updates on baseball, unless anyone can correct me, but they're having a really great season, and it's still going on.
Going more towards the academic side of things, AP testing and Keystone testings are happening this week in the high school. Not as exciting as sports championships are. People aren't super thrilled about them, but they're still important nonetheless.
I don't know. I enjoyed taking the AP exams. Okay, so less academics, so going back away from that. The senior trip to the Poconos is upcoming. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff with that: swimming, zip lining, kayaking, rock climbing, food, obviously. So that's exciting.
On the more musical side of things, the West Side Cabaret is on May the 24th, and I highly encourage you to come out for that. If you don't know what cabaret is, it's sort of our West Side Singers show of sorts. They sing solos, they'll do group numbers, things like that. Put on a great show for everybody.
And I think that's at 7, and I think they're charging $10. You might want to double check me on that, but definitely come out if you have a free evening. It's really exciting. Also recently in the theater department, there was a field trip to see Anastasia at the Fulton Theater.
Our choir and our band concerts were last week. Now, I didn't get the chance to attend this because I was a little bit busy, but from what I've heard, the songs were great. And we've always had a sort of good musical program. So, I don't know. I just think it's great that they're doing a lot of these things towards the end of the year. So, if you can pop out for any of these sort of events, I highly recommend it.
So recently on, May 3rd, we had prom, and I just wanted to announce that the prom king is Johnny Mock and Friedy Pieper, who is our exchange student from Germany.
About a week or so ago, we had our PE integrated field day in the high school, and if you're not familiar with that, that's sort of an event that the gym teachers put on in which students in our special education program will be paired with student volunteers in the high school, and throughout the day they'll compete in various different athletic activities, and there's a big award ceremony at the end. Now, I was a buddy for this integrated field day, and I can say it was a success. We are missing our one guy, I think his name was Zachary, who always gave a great acceptance speech for his awards, but it was still a great award ceremony nonetheless.
Something else that's very exciting, National Honor Society just had their induction of new members, and we're really proud. It's a really great group of kids. And there was also officer elections, and you're looking at the new National Honor Society president. So congrats to Liv. And there's also, we're not sure of the other officers yet, but we do know that Liv is president, so that's awesome.
Going forward with the officers thing, I'm saying goodbye to our seniors. Our senior sunset and hawk walk are on the 28th. These are both great opportunities for us in the high school, students and teachers to, enjoy their final moments with the senior class before they go on to their future endeavors.
And then lastly, graduation is on May 29th at 7. So, yeah, I think that's all we have for tonight. If you guys have any questions or anything?
At this time, certainly on behalf of the board and as the superintendent, we are extremely thankful for all the time that the both of you have given this year. And Maddie, we are certainly going to miss you. Congratulations on your next steps to Boston College. You've done an incredible job from the board reports, but more than that, the leadership that you both have provided this year. The first ever student town hall meeting, taking a concept and really spending the amount of time that it took to make it such a powerful, meaningful, and still a lasting event that really is something that I think is a great legacy to leave behind. So we'd like to provide you with a certificate and a small bag, because we know sometimes trips to Boston, you're going to need a lot of things for the car along the way. So nothing says better than a Susquenita School District bag as well. Not that we want you to pack your bags, but we thought it was fitting. Looks like for those long trips, you could put like safety stuff maybe. You absolutely can, and at the end, you can hit this symbol like gavel as well. Absolutely, we have to come up at the end of the gavel. All right. One more round of applause.
Thank you. At this point, we turn over to number 7, Finance or Treasurer's Report. Mr. Browse?
Testing? All right. I'm not sure why I got to follow them. They do a lot better job than what I do. But looking at finances, we're 83% of the way through the year. And if you take out the revenue, file first, it's showing that we are 94, almost 95% received for the year. So we've got about another $2 million to go to hit our budget. There is still a state subsidy that comes in, so I think we'll exceed the revenue target for the year. Jumping over to the expenses, if you just go to the last page first, We're at 80.7% expended as opposed to the 83%, so we're a couple percent ahead. Last month we were a lot closer, so we are a little bit lower this month, so it's about $1 million into favorable right now. So we've got some big expenses coming in here yet for the balance of the year. Make sure we get our accruals and stuff in for June, but we're in a pretty good place from a budget perspective this year.
Both yours.
If anybody has any questions,
So one of mine. They're both yours. Thank you.
Are we good? All right, if we can come back to that if anyone has any further questions. We'll move on to B, payment of orders. May I have a motion to approve the following payment of orders? General Fund Prepaid, List 1, $1,732,647.21. Number 2, General Fund Prepaid, List 2, $266,563. And number 3, General Fund Check Summary of $380,017.90.
So moved.
Second, just point of clarification, general fund prepaid list 2 is $266,500.63. I think you said $563.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Thank you.
Second. And that's correct, he did, and thank you, and second.
Any other discussion or questions? Any opposed to that? I guess we don't have to vote on it. It's just mentioning it. Oh, no, we do have to vote on it. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, number C under finances is our proposed general fund budget. So can I have a motion, please, to approve the proposed 2025-2026 general fund budget totaling $30,563,830 with the intent to adopt the final budget at the June 17th, 2025 board meeting and include one of the following two tax rate options below. And I think what I want to do is have our business manager or superintendent explain option 1 and option 2, and then I'd like to have a motion to approve option 1, and we will motion and second that and vote on it, and if that passes, we're fine. If it does not, then we will do the same for option number 2. So can we discuss option 1? Mr. Roush. I guess the major question is, option 1 is a 1% tax increase for Perry County and a 5.5% tax increase for Dauphin County. Could you explain the discrepancy?
yes, so that, as mentioned last week at the caucus meeting, it is the rebalancing of the two counties. It was Susquenita School District, so the Act 1 indexed is whichever one of those counties hit the 5.5% first, it stops. And in this case, in this year, it is the 5.5% for Dauphin, which is equivalent to a 1.0% increase for Perry. It's just the way the rebalancing and the assessment and stuff like that works out. So that's option 1 is the 5.5%, which is the Act 1 index. It's the max that we were allowed to increase taxes this year. Option 2 is what holds Perry County flat at 0% mills increase, and that would still be equivalent to a 4.4% increase for Dauphin. So in that case, you would be voting on a 4.4% Act 1 increase, but the impact to Perry County is 0%.
So to summarize, perhaps, option 1 is basically the maximum amount that this board could raise taxes under the Act 1 index. And because of the way that the formulas are, it comes out 5.5% Dauphin County, 1% Perry County. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And I believe option 2 is a 4.4% increase in taxes, but because of the rebalancing of the counties, that applies to Dauphin County. Perry County would be a 0%.
Yes, that's correct.
And for those of you who were not at the caucus meeting or listening to the caucus meeting last week, we did toy with another option, which was to raise 0 taxes on either county. But in doing that, we would actually take a $700,000 loss. So if we were to not raise taxes at all, it would not give us the same amount of revenue. It would actually end up in a loss of a couple $100,000 revenue. So we decided last week at the caucus meeting not to include that as one of the options. Any questions or comments on anything I just said?
Yeah, just another point of clarification. So whatever option we choose today, we are still able to go down from, correct? By the time we vote on the final budget.
That is correct.
But we can't go higher than that.
That is correct.
Okay.
So to state it another way, if we choose to raise taxes, we could always lower that next week, but we can't choose to raise it higher than. Because whatever we approve tonight will be put on display for the public for 30 days, which is why our June meeting is June 17th instead of a week earlier, which it normally would be, because we need to make sure we have 30 days for the public to review the budget before we vote on it. So at this point, I'm going to ask for a motion, and I will read this again, to approve the proposed 2025-2026 general fund budget totaling $38,563,830 with the intent to adopt the final budget at the June 17th, 2025 board meeting and including option 1 listed below with the tax rate options listed below. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
Any other discussion or questions? And since this is, this will be a roll call vote, so I'll ask Mr. Medina to please call the roll.
Mrs. Rabin,
Option 2, or,
You have to say.
sorry.
Say no.
It's
You'd
a
have to
for
say
or
no.
against option 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Amy, so it's option 1 at this point. It's a yes or no, and then if it passes, we're done, but if it fails, then we'll do option 2. Okay.
Mrs. Walborn,
No.
Ms. Bailey Reed,
No.
Mr. Lynham,
No.
Mr. Lehman,
No.
Mrs. Singley,
No.
Dr. Gutile,
No.
Mr. Fry,
No.
Dr. Jones.
No.
9 no, motion fails.
At this point, can I have a motion to approve the proposed 2025-2026 general fund budget totaling $38,563,830 with the intent to adopt the final budget at the June 17th, 2025 board meeting and include option 2 below, which includes a 4.4% increase
So moved.
taxes?
Second.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? Okay, we'll take a roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Walborn,
Yes.
Mr. Lehman,
No.
Dr. Gutile,
Yes.
Mrs. Rabin,
Yes.
Mrs. Singley,
Yes.
Ms. Bailey Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Lynham,
Yes.
Mr. Fry,
Yes.
Dr. Jones.
Yes.
8 yes, motion carries.
Motion carries. Item D, election of board treasurer. Can I have a motion, or I guess I can move to open the nominations at this time for board treasurer. Mrs. Singler, are you willing to do it again? I move to nominate Leanne Singley. Do we have any others? Can I have a move to close the nominations, please?
Make
So
a move
moved.
to, okay.
Second.
At this point, I'd like to have a motion to appoint Mrs. Leanne Singley as treasurer for a one-year term for July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2026.
I make a motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Item D, direct depository. I need a motion to approve the First National Bank as the district's depository from July 1, 25 to June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number F, may I have a motion to approve meal prices for the 2025-2026 school year?
So moved.
Second.
As far as questions or comments, I want to comment that milk is increasing 15 cents per carton, but the rest of the meals, if I understand correctly, will not change from the current prices. Is that correct?
Correct.
Any other questions or comments? Yes. Well, actually, it's a board question or comments thing, but does anyone mind if
No,
we?
no.
Okay, very good.
I was just wondering, what's the reasoning behind the 15-cent raise?
I don't know that. I asked that same question at the caucus meeting. Do we have an answer to that by any chance?
I think it was just a milk increase.
Fewer cows? No.
Well, because the cost of milk is not increasing as part of a meal. This is just the extra, if you were to buy an extra carton of milk.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, it's not so, or if you brought your lunch and all you were buying was milk. But if it's bought as part of a meal, it's not the meal prices have not raised.
All right, thanks.
But I had the same question, because like other à la carte items are not going up, just a carton of milk. I'm not sure why that is.
Maybe the packaging costs, it could be the costs of
Yeah.
Transportation.
production, and all those milk processes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from the board? Any opposed to the motion? All right then, motion carries. Letter G, fund custodians for the student fiduciary accounts. Can I please have a motion to appoint fund custodians for the 2025-26 student fiduciary accounts? Those would be Craig Funk at the high school, Jason Black at the middle school, and Kenneth Ward at the elementary school.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, personnel. May I have a motion to approve letters A through H?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? All right, personnel carries. Number 9, the authorization to commit employment. Can I have a motion for the administration to commit employment of the appropriate candidates for vacancies to be filled prior to the June 2025 board meeting?
That's not a motion.
Well, it probably should be, shouldn't it? It's normally, I think, part of personnel,
Oh, got it, okay.
and
So-
it wasn't tonight.
so
But I
moved.
believe
Second.
it should be a motion.
Who's-
So I have a second?
I missed them.
Leanne made the
So
motion.
I moved.
Thank you.
That's normally part of personnel.
I see what you're saying.
Yep, okay. Motion and second. Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Just a point of clarification, unfortunately, back to the general fund budget. I think we're going to need to make a correction when we go to C. The total at 38,563,870,
Hold on, I don't, what do you mean C?
when it has the description.
Let's wait.
Oh,
Okay, proposed general fund budget, yes, sir.
The number is 39,675,650. So unfortunately, what we'll need to do is get a motion and second to reconsider that.
May I have a motion to approve the proposed 2025-2026 general fund budget totaling $39,675,650 with the intent to adopt the final budget at the June 17th, 2025 board meeting and include option 2 with a Perry County 0% increase and Dauphin County a 4.4 tax rate increase.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
You're going to
Is
have to
the
roll call it again.
Projected deficit the same?
Yes, that is accurate on those.
Okay.
We'll have a roll call, please.
Ms. Bailey Reed,
Yes.
Dr. Gutile,
Yes.
Mr. Lehman,
No.
Mrs. Singley,
Yes.
Mrs. Walborn,
Yes.
Mr. Lineham, Yes. Mrs. Rabin,
Yes.
Mr. Fry,
Yes.
Dr. Jones.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Motion carries. Item number 10. May I have a motion to approve the student code of conduct for the 2025-2026 school year?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 11, motion to approve the co-curricular and extracurricular code of conduct for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, motion to approve the replacement of 2 dish machines through Singer Inc. Co-Stars contracts not to exceed $136,990.34, and that will be paid from the cafeteria fund.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, any comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. At this point, I'm going to ask for a motion to approve, I don't have it right in front of me. Motion to approve an official board resolution of Teacher Appreciation Week, which I will read at this time, and then I guess we'll ask for the motion. Susquenita School District Board of Directors Resolution, whereas the teachers make public schools great, and whereas teachers work to open students' minds and ideas, knowledge, and dreams, and whereas teachers keep American democracy alive by laying the foundation for good citizenship, and whereas teachers fill many roles as listeners, explorers, role models, motivators, and mentors, and whereas teachers continue to influence us long after our school days are only memories, now therefore we, the members of the Board of Directors of Susquenita School District, hereby declare our appreciation to our teaching staff and acknowledge May 5th through 9th, 2025 to be Teacher Appreciation Week. Be it further resolved that we urge administrators, teachers, parents, students, and others from our community to join us in recognizing the dedication and hard work of these individuals. By resolution of the Board of Directors, this 12th day of May, 2025, the Susquenita School District Board of Directors. May I have a motion to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. Number 14, motion to approve to authorize the district administration to proceed with the advertising and design for a request for proposals, or RFP, of Qualified Energy Services Company, ESCO, proposals for a Guaranteed Energy Savings Act project. The board will reserve the right to reject all proposals or singular items within this proposal.
So moved.
Second.
Can I ask the superintendent just to give a quick overview for those who were not able to be part of the conversation in caucus?
Sure. This guaranteed energy savings allows us to go out, as it says, for requests for proposals. It's a pretty lengthy process, but one that, as we talked about with certain projects that are needed within the district for capital improvement, this allows you as the board to review those after they have been opened in a public meeting, following all of those procurement guidelines that are necessary to accept or reject or line item any of those items. It's the next step in looking at the need for some of those major capital improvements throughout the district, such as building envelope, HVAC, certain roof projects, floors, and those areas. And the design for it is called Guaranteed Energy Savings because there's qualified providers that are supposed to be able to return energy savings back to the district because of these projects.
Any questions or comments? Personally, I'm just really proud of our district, our administration, and our board for making sure this building doesn't fall down around us. So for just being proactive, our maintenance people, our admin, just looking and making sure we have the right people looking at our buildings and spending what we need to do to keep them up, which they're in amazing shape. So, any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion carries. Yeah, we had a motion, correct? Item number 15, contracts. I think we should take these one at a time. So I have a motion to approve the Capital Area Intermediate Unit, or CAIU, to provide special education programs and services from July 1, 2025 through July 30, 2026 for a fee of $1,000,000 $97,717.52.
So
Did I say
moved.
it right?
Second.
You got that one right.
Oh,
So moved.
thank you. I'm proud of myself. Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. B, CCRES, Education and Behavioral Health Services, to provide educational services, instructional support services, and other similar services from July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Incident IQ to provide cloud services for an onboarding fee of $2,962.50 and an annual fee of $12,840 from May 15th, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Visit Maracay, Pennsylvania to provide educational service to students with autism and/or emotional disturbance as necessary and appropriate at a daily tuition rate of $278.60 during the 2025-2026 school year and $185.76 during the 2025-2026 extended school year.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? Motion carries. Seton Hill University to provide a college and the high school dual credit program at a rate of $235 for each 3 to 4 credit course and $80 per 1 credit course from July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2028.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Item number 16, the Cumberland Perry Area Career and Technical Center update from me. I'm happy to say that the Board of Directors there just approved a 4-year negotiated agreement or teacher contract with the union there. And I think the union as well as the Joint Operating Committee are very pleased to have that done and taken care of. Wanted to report that they did also air sampling in the tech school, and the air sampling all came back healthy. The air is good. Even, they do a lot of mechanical things. They have the air tested every once in a while. The air sampling came back good. They also continue to do groundwater testing because of the fuel leak that they had last year, and the groundwater testing has also come back good. May 20th is their annual awards ceremony, which is basically a commencement ceremony, an awards ceremony for all the students. Many of our students will be there, if not, I think all of them probably. I will be in attendance, probably Dr. Fox as well. Congratulations to all of our Susquenita students who are completing the tech school and getting their awards and diplomas there as well. Any questions or comments for me? Excellent. At this point, I'll turn it over to Dr. Fox for the Susquenita Blackhawk Foundation update.
Thanks, and I'm going to volley this over to incredible members of the Susquenita Foundation. The foundation's been doing an incredible amount of work preparing for the golf outing, and I'm going to ask Mr. Ward to help me out and talk a little bit about the golf outing coming up.
Sure, coming up on June 27th at Eagles Crossing Golf Course, or Golf Club, should I say, in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Right now we have approximately 15 teams signed up to participate. I think we're looking for roughly approximately 10 more teams to fill the roster for the day, but I'm going to say from previous experience, the lunch is phenomenal, the dinner's phenomenal, the golfing's phenomenal, the beverages are phenomenal, the friendships and the family atmosphere and the rapport, just with all the golfers that come together that day. We have a great time every single year, and I don't want people to miss out. So we do have a lot of advertising going on for this event right now, whether it be on Facebook or we blast it out to all our families and all our staff and a lot of different places throughout the community. So if you have that day available, try and get a team together, come out and spend the day with us. I promise you won't be disappointed. And just to touch on some of the raffle prizes too, last year there was a tremendous amount of raffle prizes that were available for people to buy tickets to. I know I came home with a little bit of Eagles memorabilia that I was able to give to my dad, which was fantastic. But some of the prizes will just blow your mind. I think Mr. Timchek came up with some golf clubs last year that were worth a ton of money too. So just overall, a very, very good event. I'm hoping everybody can come out. We can fill that roster.
And even if you do not golf, but you support Susquenita, you support our students, We could always use more adults to come out, help give water and perhaps other beverages to the people that are playing golf who could use some refreshment or just support in any way whatsoever. They can always use help. So it's a great opportunity for anyone to come out and support, even if you do not golf.
Dr. John Fox is a phenomenal golfer, and he's looking to fill a foursome. Just
I'll help with registration.
Okay, item number 18, I just want to call your attention to the last item on that meeting schedule, is the board meeting in June 17th. As I already mentioned, the June board meeting is on the 17th. It would normally be a week earlier, but it's a week further back because of the need to have our budget posted for 30 days. Administrative reports, Dr. Fox.
You know, your student reps do an incredible job when you really don't have too much to share after they've done phenomenal, being able to share all of the many, many events that are happening. Graduation coming up, of course, which is exciting. Having it outside, weather permitting, so you know, we watch that very closely. Cumberland Perry Career and Technical Center's award ceremony, we always look forward to that, being able to celebrate all of their accomplishments, all of their scholarships that they earn, all the awards that they earn, and recognizing all of their credentials, that they worked very hard. Those very powerful certifications that launch them into their careers. And a lot of students already have careers right now that they've started through those internships, through diversified occupations and other programs. Congratulations to all of our sports teams. I won't try. I'll leave that up to our athletic director to even come close to recognizing all of those accomplishments, because I know I'll certainly miss something. But I would like to thank all of our students for all their hard work on the PSSA tests. I know I had the opportunity to be down at the elementary school and middle school and see that effort. And you measure the effort certainly by that look, that determination, and looking at it as a contest and a challenge versus something that became this albatross. So we thank them for all of their work and hard work on those, and to our students right here, certainly at the high school that are being challenged with the Keystone exams and putting forth their best effort, looking at that pathway and doing their best job on the Keystone exams. And those taking the AP exams, I like to hear, Maddie, that they're not too bad. And I like that optimism, that fact of looking at it to say, okay, it's a showcase of my knowledge. So good job. And once again, let's give Maddie one more final round of applause as she takes her talents to Boston College next year and continues the great things that she's done. Thank you.
For the record, she didn't say they weren't too bad. She said she enjoyed taking them. So congratulations as well. All right, at this time, before I do the board reports, I want to recognize Mrs. Leanne Singley, because on April 25th, the Pennsylvania School Board Association and their governing board has appointed Mrs. Singley to the PIAA District 3 Committee for a 2-year term from July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2027. That's an appointment that Mrs. Singley applied for, and we're happy and proud of her for doing that. So thank you. Speech. And then Leanne will make her speech, and any other board members, please comment.
Yeah, I just thank you for that. I honestly, it's like, I never thought I'd get the award. No, like, I actually I didn't know that I would get selected for something like that, because you don't know how many people apply, but I'm excited to be able to represent, the PSBA and school boards, but particularly those from members from small schools and rural schools on the District 3 committee. So I'm excited to be involved in their voting process and with the policies and things that they come up with out of the district. So I'm here as a resource for not just our school, but any school boards in our district area to be able to represent them. So thank you.
And truly, one thing I can say about Leanne, we've become friends since we've met on the board, but like, she is like a dog with a bone. She's diligent, she will do her work, and she will do her research, and that's what you really need. So I appreciate that. She gives 110%. Any other board reports?
Maddie, you briefly mentioned baseball. I have a close attachment to that because my nephew is a pretty amazing baseball player on the team. 13-6, I believe, is what their record is now. I think they have a couple of games left yet, right? Oh, crap, that's right. Yeah, the weather. They were supposed to have a couple of games left, but 13-6, that's a really good year for them as well. So just throwing that out there.
All right, if there are any other board reports, there are I will open it up to public comments. I have one public comment online. I'll open it up first. It's from Paul Wyatt from the Perry County Times and the Duncannon Record. And he is just curious. He understands the Susquenita School District perhaps is leaving the Tri-Valley League and wanted the school board to perhaps confirm that or comment.
So certainly not in a position to say anybody's leaving anything. As we discussed and mentioned briefly, we want to take a full look in studying what opportunities are out there for our athletes, whether that be varying different conferences or if it's best for our athletes to stay currently where they're at. So a lot of review needs to happen. It's not something that I believe happens overnight and something that you sign on the dotted line and move the next day. So a lot of thought needs to go into it. A lot of studying needs to occur, and a lot of elements need to be looked at. So I think to answer Mr. Wyatt's, no. At this time, there is no immediacy of moving, but rather doing our due diligence.
I would add that it was discussed at our caucus meeting last week, and it's going to probably be discussed again. So anyone interested should attend our caucus meetings for sure, because those are the meetings mostly where we have our discussions. The regular board meetings like tonight are mostly voting meetings, but it is being discussed among our coaches and our teams, among our administration, among our board. And we want the community to be a part of those conversations and those discussions. So by all means, know that it's being discussed. We are far from making any decisions, but we welcome and desperately need as much input from the community as we can get. Do we have any comments from any people sitting in the audience? Please come on up and stand at the microphone and give us your name and your township, please.
I need the exercise, though. Okay, this is about my grandson, great-grandson, in the elementary school. I've read 5 minutes, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. What? Oh. I'm not mechanically inclined. No problem.
It's a difficult mic. You almost have to kiss it practically.
Thank you. Okay. It's Rhonda Junkin. I live in Rye Township, and my great-grandson goes to Susquenita Elementary. This has been going on for 4 years. Like I said, I'm going to make this short and sweet because the end is not very nice. No swear words, I promise. It's 4 years it's been going on. Went to roars about the situation with the bus. There's the grandson and the other child, Luke, that keeps punching my grandson in the face, the stomach, the privates. It was supposed to be taken care of. I spoke to roars. Nothing's been done about it. And it's 4 years, so I'm going to the Department of Education. I am going to go to 27 News, 21 News, and I'm going to go to my senator and bring this to the Susquenita School District's attention. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Have you spoken to anyone at the school?
Yes, many times.
Okay, thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any other public comments? All right, may I have a motion for adjournment?
Before you do that, did you want to see if any other administrators had reports? I didn't think we.
Dr. Fox.
Oh, did you ask that?
Oh, I think I skipped over that relatively quickly, so I
Sorry.
apologize.
I didn't know if you guys had anything to say. Okay.
Sorry about that.
So moved. For adjournment.
Do we have administrative reports? Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second?
Hang on.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Maddie.
oh,
She's supposed to adjourn the meeting,
Maddie
but
needs to adjourn the meeting.
I did not realize. Okay, Maddie. We will officially adjourn as soon as Maddie gavels us out.
And yes, and we're moving into executive session.
We actually are.
Yeah.
Actually, excuse me, I will say that. We are moving into an executive session following the meeting. There will be no voting occurring afterward.
No, right.
Okay. Meeting adjourned. Oh.
Good. Hit it hard.
Thanks.
You.
It's been great.
You've done a great job. So, that parent, oh, I'm sorry, has anyone from the district spoken to her?
No, I'm not allowed. Thank you again. Thank you. Take care. You too.
I brought down the microphone. Thank you.